I'm very hungry.
You immediately start your journey by the devs giving you a not-so-aliving mask. It's the Legend of Zelda Pumkin Tower, and it is the perfect mod for this time of year. It's spooky season, it's Halloween, it is so good. I'm really falling in love with this mod. However, I will say, and please don't click off, I know you want to, I'm gonna say this. This is not an Ocarina of Time mod. This is a Majora's Mask mod. I know. Don't tell the YouTube algorithm, please. But bear with me. This game is amazing, and I think you're really gonna enjoy it. Now, of course, like I mentioned, the game starts you off with a bang, and there's just surprise after that point.
I'm very hungry.
I thought these guys were NPCs at first, but turns out they're redeads with voice samples.
Hungry.
It's horrifying. And there's just silliness abound, as well as pokes at other mods. Is this guy peeing? Can't quite tell from the... Yeah, I think this guy is peeing. I'm sure Link is fine with it, though. He's alright with it. Whatever. This guy was kind of hard to kill, which kind of made me feel like I barely earned the second item, which happens pretty quickly in the game. The devs just kind of gave it to me, but frankly, I kind of think that's awesome. It's a variant of the Lens of Truth, and you immediately start using it. The same room. There's a chest. Then a pathway, and then an invisible Stelphos, which I don't know if I had seen in a mod before or not, but here we are. One thing I really appreciate about this mod so far is just seemingly how fast-paced it is, at least at the start. I'm constantly getting items, I'm constantly getting new masks. I got this pumpkin mask, so I can talk to these re-dead pumpkin things, give things to them, so I can enter through these doorways. And here is where everything really starts to open up. There are multiple pathways and some oddities. Here's a sort of lounge area, and this is also where a lot of the humor of the mod shines through. There are references to other mods, references to Indigo, references to Dark Hyrule Fantasy, and lots of big jabs at Third Quest, which is actually one of the mods that I've never played, so I'm not actually super familiar with it, even though I know it's very well known, but it just goes on and on and on. Another notable thing here is at the store, Barbie Girl by Aqua starts playing. Have a listen. I also love that this guy gives you his owl mask because the owls were just too dark and sinister and he couldn't deal with it anymore. And the owls will just continue to talk to you throughout the course of the game. Here they're complaining about the swimming speed in Majora's Mask 3D with just sort of a ridiculous story in tow, followed by you getting the Zora mask and them telling you that it is the fastest way to swim in any Zelda game. Now, one of the things that I really appreciate about this mod is that it knows it's a game. It throws a lot at you in terms of accomplishments very quickly. It's meant to be fun. It's also very meta. It's sort of a mod for the community. It references other mods, like I mentioned. Now, the third quest bit, which was very lengthy. I didn't even show all of it. I don't know, because I'm not familiar with the history of that particular project, whether that was like mean-spirited or whether it was just sort of poking lighthearted fun. I don't really know. But aside from that, it seems like very much a game that's just meant to be like, hey, I'm gonna make a mod of mods. I'm going to be silly and fun and exciting, and let's all be in on it.
Now, along the lines of it just needing to be fun, one thing I noticed is that, well, the devs never want you to be without. Everything gives you big money. Pots seem to instantly regrow. Dude, yes. Gameplay-wise, the focus here is combat and exploration. There are many, many areas to explore and secrets along the way. Likewise, there's also an emphasis on the joy of movement. You know, regarding puzzles, they do exist, but many of them are really on the simplistic side. They're often like single or dual step affairs. Lighting torches, finding a switch to a door, you know, that kind of stuff. And frankly, that's fine with me, but if you require more aggressive and difficult puzzling in your Zelda games, this one might not be for you. But for me though, it's fine. It's actually great, in fact. There's clever level design here, and it replaces much of the heavier brain teasing that other Zelda games and mods have. Also, honestly, it's kind of just nice to like relax and explore for once. My last mod that I played was Sands of Time, which I really liked, but everything in that game was a puzzle, and honestly, this is really a breath of fresh air for me. And also, there's this. Certainly, we wouldn't want any off-topic discussions in the server now, would we? Also, just listen to the noise that it makes. And the tears. Oh dear. God, I wish I knew the backstory to this so bad. Clearly, there are people here that have been scorned in assorted modding and Discord servers. So, would I recommend Pumkin Tower? Yes, pretty much for nearly everyone, that's going to be a yes. If you are the type of person that absolutely requires a big challenge, then, you know, maybe not. But otherwise, it's super fun, and I think it's worth your time. That said, that is all for today, but big thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you so much to our Patreon supporters and our channel members as well. If you want to join, you can also get exclusive perks. There's a link below to both. And of course, couldn't do this channel without them. Really appreciate it. That said, thanks again to everyone, and hope to see you all back for the next video. Take care.